Hey guys, it's Babypowder, and today is Sunday, which means it's time for another mailbox cleanout. As you see here with the spreadsheet, I've already got it up to week number 9. Just as a little recap, we had 543,000 gold we made last week, and then that brought us to a total of 5,416,000 gold since we've been back to multi-boxing. And as far as the categories go, we only made 141,000 with transmog, 344,000 with materials, which kind of saved us, where we actually made at least a little something last week. And then we only made 57,000 with toys and pets. So really hoping to increase that number this week. Really, hoping to increase transmog too, but overall everything. Because we want to get to where we're making over 1 million gold every week, eventually over 1.5 million every week, kind of like we were before, and we were like reaching for over 2 million a week before we stopped multi-boxing. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way here and go ahead and look at our first potato, or well, bank alt. Potatoes are the farmers. Our first bank alt here, and it's high value transmog on Proudmoore, and this is what we got. So with high value transmog on Proudmoore, we've got 58,868 gold with 20 sales. Let's see, we've got one for over 5,000 gold here, Ice Mill Jerkin, Jade Lake Plates for over 8,000, and then we've also got Lofty Lakes for over 9,000 gold. And that's about it. A couple other ones for 4 and 3 and some really low stuff. Hopefully we'll not be seeing too much of this very low stuff unless things are just undervalued, which they tend to be sometimes on Proudmoore because things sell really cheap on Proudmoore, although sometimes it does sell a little bit faster. But still, you don't necessarily always get the value out of items here. So anyway, 58,868 gold. We'll go ahead and put that up on our sheet here for high value transmog. I still might be better than last week. I don't know. We still made 141,000. I can't really recall which realm we actually made that on. But that still doesn't sound like a lot when you consider we have high value, low value, and 5 different realms. So anyway, we've got that entered in. We'll go ahead and clean that out, and we'll switch on over to low value transmog now and see if they made anything on Proudmoore. And they did. So already looking fairly well compared to last week anyway. We've got 31,500 gold with 11 sales, and we've got one here, wow, for over 14,000 gold with the low value transmog. It's the design for the destructive Skyfire Diamond. And then we also got one for almost 10,000 gold here, the design for the braided Eternium chain. So not bad for those 2 sales. I mean, really everything else is really low, but seeing 2 items at that high for low value transmog again, and I have increased the thresholds, and some of the items selling might be similar on the high value and low value, as maybe I haven't got them shifted over to the low value bank alt. It's just something that was still sitting on the high value bank tune. But yeah, anything under 20,000 is supposed to go to low value, and then anything under 5,000 is supposed to be vendored. As far as region value, doesn't mean that it will sell for less. It won't sell for less than 5,000, but it should have a value of that much. But anyway, still really good. 31,500 gold. We'll go ahead and add that in up here, and that's already putting us at almost 90,000 gold in transmog. So we've almost made what we made last week in transmog alone with just these 2 bank alts on one realm. So that's already looking really good compared to last week. Not necessarily looking really good, but looking really good compared to last week. So let's go ahead and jump on over to Thorium Brotherhood. Or no, sorry, let's jump to materials. We're not ready to hop realms yet. Let's jump over to materials and look at our material bank alt. And actually, yeah, that's the right one. I thought there for a second that because I saw that our toys and pets bank alt over here on account 4 was not here on the same zone or whatever with my bank alt for materials, which they normally are, but I guess they're just zoned into a different zone. They're on the same realm, so it kind of threw me off. I didn't know if I had the right one logged in or not there for a second. But anyway, continuing on, let's take a look at what they sold. So we've got, and again, this doesn't get added into the realm totals, since materials share the same auction house now, which I've mentioned quite a few times now. So but anyway, we did still make this goal. We'll get added into our total. For the materials bank out on Proudmoore, we made 131,466 gold, and this is mostly from doing that farm that I just did a video on, the Ferralis farm with the Essence of Undeath, where you also get the Sprite Darter hatchlings. Actually found out on stream last night you also get saltstone legs, because I actually looted a pair of those last night farming it. So nice surprise there. So anyway, as far as this, we do actually have some of the Breath of the Wind too left over from that video, which I recently did one out there in Desolus for the Breath of the Wind. So really nice farm for that compared to the one out there on the Dark Shore. Dark Shore is nice too, because I mean you can get like the loincloths and stuff, but at the same time it's really spread out, and you need like 10 potatoes in order to pull that one off. So we only have 8. So yeah, Desolus, definitely can do it with 8. So anyway, so we do have 121 of the Breath of the Wind sold for 13,000. 193 of the Breath of the Wind for 19,000. We also sold some of these super cooling pumps, which come from doing that WOD farm out there for trying to get that shield. I can't remember what the Black Rock shield or whatever. But yeah, you get those. Those are for like the auction at your garrison to build that. We also sold the Essence of Undeath, which, like I mentioned, we were farming that. 293 of those for 34,000, and 143 Essence of Undeath for 20,000. And then we even sold some Wild Vines, 5 of them for 2,500. And that was me doing some testing, trying to see if I couldn't, get another farm out for you guys. I actually sold one of the super cooling tubings, which, you get the same as a bonus with doing that farm here, for 8,000 gold. That's very nice. It's just a little something extra along with doing that farm. And then another one of those pieces for 2,300, and then more Essence of Undeath for 21,000 gold. So not bad. 131,000 gold just for, I think we've done the Essence of Undeath farm 4 times now. Yeah, 4 times, because first time I did it for the video, I got 1 Sprite Darter hatchling. That's the way I can keep up with this, with how many Sprite Darters I've gotten. And then I did it again on stream, got 5 within 1 hour. And then I did it again, got 2. And then I did it again, got Saltstone legs and 2. So yeah, not bad. Been getting really lucky with the Sprite Darters out there. Anyway, let's go ahead and add that to our sheet here and move on. And alright, got that added in up there, and we'll clean that out. And as soon as that's done, we'll go ahead and jump on over to Toys and Pets and see what we got there, which will get added into the realm total. And hopefully we can beat 57,000 as a whole. We do got 30,000 here, so it's better than nothing. And we still have, of course, 4 of the realms to check out as far as Toys and Pets go. And we've got, let's see, we sold a Bronze Whelpling for over 6,000 gold. Rizachi Hatchling for over 7,600 gold. And then 2 more Bronze Whelplings for around 6,000. And a Filthy Pet for almost 5,000 gold, which is really nice seeing how easy those pets are to get. I mean, you can do that farm in like 10 minutes and you're done and you're good for a while. So really nice when you see them, that high for that pet. Because, I mean, I've just got a ton of them stocked up after only doing the farm for, 10 minutes or so. Anyway, we'll go ahead and add that into their total here, 30,000. Which, as long as we don't get zeros, really low amounts on the other pet bank alts, I'm pretty sure we'll be over what we made last week, because we only made, like I said, 57,000 as a whole last week. So it was really bad with the pets last week. Anyway, let's go ahead and log this one out and log it over to Thorium Brotherhood. And while that's loading in, we can go over, high value and low value transmog and materials on Thorium Brotherhood, since they're already loaded in down here at the bottom. And just logging over now. Come on now. Come on, game. Here we go. that's loading in, and we'll go ahead and hop on over to high value transmog first. And wow, we got a big fat 0. Now that's not looking good. We don't like seeing zeros. We saw enough of those last week. Hopefully this will be the only one we see. I hope. I mean, this is a low pop realm, so things don't always sell, but 2 weeks in a row, it's kind of rough. Really hoping that kind of shapes up next week, but we'll just take the beating that we're getting right now. Anyway, low value transmog on Thorium Brotherhood. Let's take a look here and see what we got. We do got a sale, but it's not as much as we would hope for. Only 190 gold. The Sir Singer Spellblade. I believe that comes from doing the Throne of Thunder, if I'm right. I'm pretty sure that's where that comes from. So really, Thorium Brotherhood's not doing much as far as the transmog goes. Let's hope at least their toys and pets are better than that. That was an easy little clean out for those items. Materials, of course, they all share the same auction house, so not really competition there. They'll definitely have some sales over here because they are the other end of the Proudmoore group. So their sales will be smaller, but they did make 45,932 gold. So all that farming I did with my, Proudmoore group, and that, all those sales you saw on the Proudmoore Materials Bank Vault, this is the other end of it. And so 45,932 gold. Let's see, they did sell Breath of the Wind, 207 of them for 20,000. Essence of Undeath, 84 of them for 10,000. Another Essence of Undeath, 48 of them for 7,000. And then once again, 48 Essence of Undeath for 6,000 gold. Now just remember, when we are farming with the potatoes from this, the supply, this bank vault, they usually don't move around, don't fly around unless it's like 2 4-man groups. They just stay in one spot, so that they don't get nearly as much loot as the other potatoes do. But they do provide a little extra cells and gold and everything. So go ahead and add that in here and clean that out. So as far as the weekly totals, as far as what realm made what, Thorium Brotherhood is really going to be falling behind. Anyway, toys and pets, let's take a look. And they do have a sale, but again, really small. 2,100 gold. All they sold was the Garn Nighthowl. Now, still, it's not horrible value for just selling the Garn Nighthowl, as that is a guaranteed drop. And I've seen them sell for a lot less than that sometimes. So I'll take that as far as that sell, but I just would like to see them selling a lot more, even though it is a low pop realm. I have seen them have some decent sales before in the past. But anyway, guys, that is it for these groups. So let me go ahead and cut the video. I'm gonna load in Thrall and Warm Rest Accord. All right, guys, so here we are. We are back, and we are on Thrall with high value transmog once again. And as far as high value transmog on Thrall, it's not looking the greatest, but still it's better than 0 like Thorium Brotherhood. We've got 21,043 gold with 11 sales, so a lot of low sales. We did sell the design for the Jeweler's Sapphire Monocle for 9,500 gold. And then everything else is just really low. Even I sold a Vanguard Breastplate for only 3,000. A couple for even under 1,000 here. So really low stuff. But still, it's better than nothing. We'll go ahead and add it in up here. 21,043 gold. And we'll go ahead and clean that out. And go ahead and hop on over to low value transmog on Thrall. Let's see what we got here. Man, they made more with the low value transmog than they did the high value. So we got 33,000 gold. And let's see. Oh, wow. We have an 18,000 gold sale here. The Tarnished Fanatics Pauldrons. So the Throne of Thunder. So good thing I went out there and did that farm. Because that's one of those pieces from there. 18,000 gold. So really nice there. And some really low stuff. We did sell a Warmonger though, for over 4,000 gold, so not too bad there. And then just some really low stuff. Again, low value transmog is just stuff that's, you know, well, I mean, I guess it's a little better than it used to be, because now it's stuff up to like, you know, 20,000 gold sometimes. But a lot of the stuff too is just stuff that I'm on the verge of vendoring anyway. So anything we can make is really good, and even made more than high value transmog made anyway, so not bad at all. Let's go ahead and take a look at their materials. And what did we get here? I think I did do some volatile earth farming with this group. Also we got the essence of water for doing the Azure Whelpling farm. So anyway, we've got 95,000, so really not bad. 23 cells. We've got volatile earth, like I mentioned, I did that farm. So we got 1,275 volatile earths for 14,000 gold. It was really good at one point. I mean, they were up to like, I think like 15 gold a piece they were selling for. I think they've now dropped down to about 10 gold a piece, but still not bad for how many volatile earth you get compared to all the other volatile farms, which you still get the other volatiles because of the potions of treasure finding. As you see, we've sold all the other types as well. And then we even got Spirits of Harmony, 36 of them for 1,700 from doing the Throne of Thunder. Of course, Vault of Water, Air, and Life here, all for, you know, a little over 1,000 gold here for some small stacks. And then we've got Ember Silk Cloth, 1,900 of those for 2,500, which is again from the Vault of Earth farm from the Potion of Treasure Finding. So a little extra gold from that. 721 of the Vault of Earth for over 8,000 gold. And then Vault of Fire, 88 of those for over 1,000. Vault of Earth again, 665 of those for 9,000 gold. And then another Vault of Earth, almost 3,000 of them for 32,000 gold. So yeah, it was doing really well. So yeah, it was definitely trying to farm up some Vault of Earth during that time. And then we go up here, this is where we started farming the, you know, Azure Whelpling, and we started getting the Essence of Water. We got 167 of those for 15,000 gold. So really not bad at all. Think that we're already getting somewhat close to where we were as far as last week goes. Might still be a little bit off because it was 344. We're, you know, getting close to 300,000 though already, and we've done a lot of material farming on a lot of our other bank alts, so we're at least probably going to be over with the materials, it looks like, over what we made last week, which is good. But I'm hoping the other areas will be above what we got last week as well. Alright, so let's jump over to Toys and Pets, see if they got anything over there, because that's where we were really struggling last week. And we do. Oh, we actually do have 2 sales at 53,686 gold. We sold the Crash and Thrashing controller, which is from the WOD rares, and really not bad value. 15,000, almost 16,000 gold for that one. Usually we're getting, you know, 5,000 to 10,000 gold for these, so not bad at all. Definitely will take that. And then we've got a black tabby cat, which you know, I was farming that the other night if you're watching stream. 38,000 gold for that right there. So again, not bad at all. Definitely looking a lot better. Well, actually, that puts us over already what we made last week with Toys and Pets, because we only made 57,000 with Toys and Pets, and with what we've already collected, we're already up over 80,000 gold. So already looking good. We still got a lot to go through. So yeah, hopefully we'll definitely beat that. So let's go ahead though and log this one out and log on to Warm Rest Accord, since we already have Warm Rest Accord loaded in down here. And while that's loading in, again, just like we did with Proudmoore and Thorium Brotherhood, while this is loading in, we'll go over the high value transmog and low value stuff and materials. And here we go. Alright, that's loading in, so let's jump over to the high value transmog bank alt and take a look. Hopefully we got some sales here too. We do. It's not the greatest for high value, but 40,000 gold. 3 cells though, so not bad for only 3 cells. And we've got the Leggings of Concentrated Darkness for 28,000 gold. Definitely a lot better than what we've been seeing with these high value transmog bank tunes, so we'll definitely take that. A Hanzo Sword for 2,000, and actually I think that goes to low value now. Vanguard leg plates though for only 9,000. Ouch, that kind of hurts a little bit. But you know, these things have dropped. I remember when these leg plates used to sell for around the amount of glorious legs, almost close to it anyway. I mean, at least like, you know, 50, 80,000 gold a piece. And now, I mean, that stuff has just dropped off. But anyway, we'll take it, 40,000 gold. Let's go ahead and add that in up here. Definitely better than we were doing. Actually, that's the most we've made on a high value bank alt so far. Or actually, no, Proudmoore was higher than that. They had 58,000. I was looking at low value transmog. All right. So not bad, not bad. We'll take it. Hopefully that's getting us closer to at least beating what we made last week. Let's go ahead and take a look at low value transmog. And we do got some sales, but their low value bank alt did a little less than everybody else, really, other than Thorium Brotherhood, of course. But only 2 sales too, and it's 6,594 gold. Thrasher blades, I'm not even sure where we get that from. Over 5,000 gold, and then just 1 sale for over 1,000 gold here. But either way, we'll add it in. It's still better than Thorium Brotherhood, so we'll congratulate them on that. But not much else other than beating Thorium Brotherhood. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at their materials bank alt here and see what we got here. Now, we've been doing a lot of farming with the Golden Pearls farm. You guys have probably gotten sick of seeing me out at Golden Pearls, but it's just been so good, that farming. The Golden Pearls are selling anywhere from 500 to 600 gold a piece. And yeah, just a lot of good value compared to other old world materials. Let's take a look here. So we have big numbers here. We have 34 sales at 466,857 gold. That's more than what we made last week in a total for materials. So yeah, not bad at all. We've got, let's see here. Actually decided to sell some of the spheres, the little quest items that you get from the Golden Pearls farm. I figure they wouldn't actually vendor and or destroy them, and these are the blue ones. I just decided to go ahead and send them to my bank alt, see if they would sell, and they did. 23 of them sold for almost 10,000 gold, so actually not bad at all. A little something extra from that farm too. Maybe I'll even try selling the green ones, see if they sell. But anyway, Black Pearls, another part of that Golden Pearls farm, just the smaller, you know, valued ones. 1,086 of them. You do get more of those though. 6,000 gold. And then Golden Pearls, we sold 107 of those for 66,000 gold. Again, another one of the smaller pearls, the iridescent pearl, we sold 442 of those for 2,000. And then a big one here, we sold 265 golden pearls for 135, almost 136,000. We sold 220 of the golden pearls here for 87,000 gold, almost 88. And then we sold golden pearls once again. Golden pearls, 106 of them for 56,000 gold. And then golden pearls once again, 233 of them for 98,000 gold. As you see here, the value was a little bit less around this time, and then it shot back up. So that's why you see, like, we got more value out of the actual pearls up here than we did down here. But anyway, guys, still not bad. 466,000, almost 467,000 gold, just from this one bank alt, and mostly and pretty much all from doing the Golden Pearls farm. Yeah, it's nothing else in there. It's just that farm. So yeah, really nice clean out there for that material. Now, of course, that doesn't get added to their actual realm total to compare the realms, but it does at least get added into our total for the week. So anyway, let's go ahead and switch on over to Toys and Pets as it's loaded in now and see if they've got anything over here. And we do. Actually, not bad at all. This really nice. Better than all the other ones. And we've got some other items that have expired in here as well. But anyway, we've got 132,675 gold. Definitely a lot better than last week at 7 sales. And we sold the Reigns of the Thunder and Ruby Cloud Serpent. Actually just went and collected that last night. So it sold pretty fast. 18,000 gold, so we might have to go out and get some more of those. Magical Crawdad, 9,000 gold. 3 of the Filthlings for 2,400. Not quite the value we got off the other realm, but still not bad. Seeing as like I said, how many you can get in such a short amount of time for that. And then we've got the Azure Whelpling, which I mentioned we were farming the other night, 85,000 gold. Dark Whelpling for 12,000 gold. So not bad for that pet either, because you can get a lot of those in a short amount of time as well. But anyway, we'll add that in. I am very pleased to see that Toys and Pets are definitely doing a lot better this week. I would like to see high value transmog doing a lot better than it is, but still looks like it might line up or even do a little bit better than last week. But we will have to see. Again, I will cut the video though, because we still have one more round to cover, and I will need to log all those tunes on, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so here we are. We're on Emerald Dream. This is our last realm and our final set of bank alts. Let's see what we got so we can total everything up and see what we got as a whole. So, high value transmog. Not looking like too much like some of the other ones. Almost 5,000 gold, 4,925 gold, only 3 cells. And really it's only like 1 cell because it's Buccaneer Fest. They only sold for 89 gold a piece. And granted, that actually, I think might even be vendoring these now, or they're supposed to be going to low value transmog anyway. If they're not, I think it's low value transmog because I think they're still valued at like 7k. But anyway, Lofty Legs for almost 5,000 gold, which I think even Lofty Legs might be going to low value transmog. But anyway, they're on the high value bank alt, so we'll put them with high value transmog. Man, such a big clean out. Not really. Let's go ahead and look over to low value and see if they actually did better at least. And they did. Oh, and we got some expires, unfortunately. It's not too many though, we can clean that out. Not bad. Sorry about that, guys. But it looks like we got 10,000 gold on our low value transmog bank tune. And again, only 3 cells, but still higher value than what we got on the high value transmog. Ironhide Belt for almost 5,000 gold. A pattern for Green Whelp Armor for almost 2. And then Merciless Legs for almost 4,000 gold. So yeah, we'll go ahead and add that in up here. 10,457. All right, and go ahead and clean that out, and let's jump over to their materials, which they are the other half of the Thrall group. So they're gonna have similar items like Volatile Earth and Essence of Water, just not as much, even though they are split down the middle, and sometimes I do fly around the Potato 5 with that group. But anyway, 28,000 gold, almost 29,000, 21 cells. And again, they have, let's see, Volatile Earth, 986 of them for 13,000. Another small stack of Volatile Earth, 98 of them for 1,100. Some of the other volatiles, really small stacks. Ember Silk Cloth as well. Essence of Water, 98 of them for 8,000, almost 9,000 gold. Spirits of Harmony, a small stack for 646, and just some really small stuff, but still gets added into the total. And we've already been having some really good cleanouts with the materials, so just a little something extra there. So not bad. Clean that out. And then we've got Toys and Pets, and this will be the last and final cleanout. And hopefully they got some. Oh, it's really small though. The Servant of Demidos, 5,000 gold, and 5,160 gold. So still better than a big fat 0, and still better than Thorian Brotherhood did. They just, that run was just hurting all over. But yeah, that's from what one of the WOD rares as well, that you get that pet. So yeah, not bad. Definitely a lot better than last week. Let's go ahead and pull down our sheet here so you guys can see it as I am doing these calculations. So you see here we again had 141,780 gold in transmog, 344,048 gold in materials, which we've already beat right here. Toys and Pets only had 57,000 gold, and that's already been beaten by one rest cord right here. So let me go ahead and pull up our calculator. We'll pull that up over here, and let's go ahead and start adding this in. So we've got Prime War at 31,507 gold for low value, 58,868 gold for high value. It's 90,000 gold. We're already getting close to our total we had last week. And then we've got Thrall at 3322. And then we've got their high value at 2143. And man, we're already, with those two realms, we've already beat what we made last week. So that's already looking good, at least as far as making more than we made last week. Emerald Dream, low value at 10,457. And then we've got 4925 for the high value, 159. Then we've got our big clean out with Thorium Brotherhood. Not really. 190 gold is all they made. Brings us up to 160,000 at least. And then Worm Rest Accord at 6,594. And then their high value at 40,163. So we at least went over 200,000. And that brings us up to, at least 60,000 more than we made last week. 206,769. And then we'll add in our total so we can see exactly how much we've made with transmog since we came back, and it's 2.5 million. It's not bad, not bad, even though these past 2 weeks have not been the greatest. So let's go ahead and take a look at our materials now, and we have made 131, 466 with Proudmoore, 95,241. Oops, 95, not 92. 95,241. And then we made 28,866 with Emerald Dream, and then 45,932 with Thorium Brotherhood, and that's almost what we made last week as a whole without even adding in the big one with Worm Rest Accord. 466,857. So 768,362 gold just in materials alone this week. So really good. And yeah, we'll go ahead and add that into our total here, and we might even oops, gotta select the calculator first. We might even be above transmog at this time. We are actually 2.6, almost 2.7 million gold we've made with materials now. Now, granted, we have farmed a lot of these golden pearls this past week. Just the value's just been so good. And then let's see, we got toys and pets. We've got 30,558 with Proudmoore, 53,686 with Thrall, and then 5,160 gold with Emerald Dream, and then 2188 with Thorium Brotherhood, and then we have Worm Rest Accord, who actually made some of the sales that we're actually trying to look for on all the realms. 132,675, which actually brings us up over 200,000 as well. So really nice, and actually more than transmog. And it's 224,267. And we'll add that in. They're still going to be lower than everybody else as far as totals go, but they are making their way up. We did focus on toys and pets last though, so yeah, not bad, seeing that they had a late start compared to everybody else as far as transmog and materials go. Of course, transmog had the head start. So always like to try to build up the transmog, because in a way it kind of becomes somewhat passive gold in a way, because once you have it stocked, it sells up so slow you can start focusing on other areas without having to worry about restocking it every day. But anyway, let's go ahead and add up all of our totals to see exactly what we made for the week. And so we made 206,769 with transmog. Materials, we made 768,362, and then with toys and pets we made 224,267, which brings us, we made over 1 million gold this week, so nice. And actually it's almost 1.2 million. So the highest we've made since we came back, and we finally did break over 1 million gold, so really nice at 1,199,398 gold. So really good there. And then we'll go ahead and see how much we've made since we've came back. We'll add in the 5.4 million here. Oops. 122. And that brings us to, we've made 6,616,520 gold. Granted, it costs us a little over 2 million gold every month to keep these accounts active, but still really not bad at all, because that means that we are paid up for like 3 months now, and we're only starting the 3rd month. so good. Let's go ahead and take a look at the realm totals and see how much we've made on each realm minus the materials. We can't add in the materials since they all share the same, auction house now. Before you could, because some materials you'd make more on some realms than the others, so that's why it doesn't seem like it's really necessary to add in the materials per realm anymore, because it's not really they're competing anymore. But anyway, Proudmoore is up first. Let's go 31,507. Oops. 507 plus 58,868. And my fat fingers keep hitting everything. Sorry, guys. And then Toys and Pets at 35,58. So 120,000 this week. So better than they made last week. Last week they only made 57,000 gold. So a lot better than what they were doing last week. Let's go ahead and add that in. 129.33. And then we've got Thrall at 33.22 and 21.43. And then Toys and Pets, really not bad at all for them. And that brings them to 107. Actually, they didn't have too far off of a week last week from this week, I guess, but still not too bad for them. 107,751. They may have been part of what saved us a little bit too last week, I guess, because everybody was kind of low. I mean, you see, when Emerald Dream was only 950, Thorium was 13 and 32 for Warm Rest Accord. His stuff was really low last week. Anyway, we've got Emerald Dream up next at 10. Oops, 10, not 4. 10, 457 and 49.25, and then 51.60. So definitely a big improvement from last week, but still not quite where I would like them to be. I'd like them to be getting at least 100,000, but still nowhere near as bad as Thorium Brotherhood is going to be this week, which is just sad to even put on here, really. 190 plus 2188, and we've got them at 2300. I mean, I guess it's still better than what Emerald Dream did last week, but still just extremely low. You hate to see anything under 10,000. I mean, I hate to see anything even under 50,000, but yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at Warm Rest Accord. They've got 6,594 and 41.63, and then big nice pet sales there. Most of the Azurwelt, but still, yeah, 132,675, and they're going to win it for the week at 179,432. And so for the totals that we've made since we came back on these realms, we've got Proudmoore at 129.33, which I probably should have already done this. That's okay. 1,041,041. They've made the most so far, but then again, they also get a head start compared to all the other realms because they're always the ones that start on first, since they're my main realm. And so we've got them at 1,162,569 gold. And then we've got Thrall at 107,751 plus 458. 527. We've got them at 566,578 gold. And then we've got Emerald Dream, which is not going to increase by too much. It's pretty sad too, because they were above Thrall at one time, even though they're the back end of that farm group. But maybe they'll make a comeback. We'll see. 450, and maybe I should start swapping them around sometimes too, so that they get more items. That's something I've kind of been thinking about as well. Maybe doing 1 hour with them on the back end, and then 1 hour with Thrall being on the back end, to increase how many items they actually get to post. But anyway, 457, 274, and then we'll do Thorium Brotherhood. I hate to even do this one. 551,393. See, I mean, they have actually had some good sales in the past, because I mean they're still above Emerald Dream, and actually just got passed by Thrall. But yeah, they were up there. I mean, we actually had some high value sales on Thorium Brotherhood, like for over 200,000 I think 1 week. So yeah, they don't always do that bad, but they are low pop, so sales do come slower. And then we've got Warm Rusted Cord at 179, the winners of the week, plus the 933, 880. This should put them finally over 1 million gold. Oops, did that wrong. Let's redo that. 179, 432, 933, 880. And yes, oh man, they're catching up to Proudmoore pretty fast now. 1,113,312, and which is really good too, seeing that Proudmoore is the group that first starts stocking up, and then I believe Thrall and Emerald Dream is the second one I started, and then Warm Rusted Cord was the third one. And they actually they do get more items if I do a farm with them, because they are all in one realm with that farm group. But at the same time, I have kind of started doing more material farming with them, since they are all in the same group, just so all the materials go to one bank alt instead of it all being spread out, so I can kind of see those sales of materials all as one big sale to see how well this that material is doing. But anyway, guys, that is it as far as what we've made. We've got Proudmoore is still leading as far as sales go, with everything as far as transmog and toys and pets. Warm Rusted Cord is catching up quick though, and then we've got Thrall and Thorium Brotherhood are neck and neck, but Thorium Brotherhood's had 2 really rough weeks, and Emerald Dream still may show us something here soon. Still though, not bad. We made over 1 million gold this week, finally, and actually not bad as far as the amount. Over 1 million we made at almost 1.2. And then we are actually basically paid up for this month now, so really everything we make for the rest of the month is profit, so that's nice to know too. No pressure there to make too much, although I still want to get to 1.5 million and then be making reaching for 2 million every time we do this clean out. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the clean out. If you did, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. And come over and see us on Twitch, where you can join us on some of these farms, like I mentioned, where we're selling, these golden pearls that do the Essence of Undeath farm, and so many others. You guys are always more than welcome to join me when you come in. If we get enough people involved, we can, start doing lax again, and possibly once I make enough gold, we can maybe eventually start doing, the lack rewards, where possibly give away tokens and things when if you win the lack. But anyway, guys, that is all for this Sunday. I will see you guys next Sunday with another clean out, and hopefully we will increase those sales by yet over 1 million gold, and maybe even over 1.5.